In the winter of 1891, Dr. Marcus Hale accepted a patient assignment that 4 other doctors had already refused. He didn't know they'd refused. The director handed him a thin folder stamped in red, Ward 9. Hale was 34, trained in Vienna, a firm believer in science and reason. He believed any mind could be understood with enough time. He was about to meet someone who wasn't broken at all. Ward 9 sat isolated at the far end of Greenvale State Hospital. 12 cells, 11 empty. The patient in cell 12 had no name, no history, just one note. Presents no violent behavior. Commitment authorized per administrative directive. Hale announced himself before opening the slot. "I was wondering when they'd send someone new," a calm voice said. The man called himself Elias. He was articulate, precise, completely sane, and he was enormous. Hale measured him 3 times, 9 feet, 2 inches tall, hands the size of dinner plates, yet mentally perfectly sound. "I am angry," Elias said, "but I understand why I'm here. That's the opposite of insane." Hale wrote, "If this man is mentally ill, I don't know what the word means." Over weeks, Elias told his story. He'd worked in hidden foundries near Buffalo, underground operations no inspector visited, recruited from a remote mountain community of people like him, quiet, isolated, forgotten. "The first years were fair," Elias said. "Then we stopped being workers." He paused. "And I realized I would never leave." Drop a comment below. When did you first realize the history you were taught was missing entire chapters? Hale investigated quietly. An 1883 article described a giant skeleton found in New York, 8 to 9 feet tall, then taken by a private collector. No follow-up. Payroll records listed workers by number, producing impossible output. Then, a letter in hospital files, thanking a railroad partner, confirming readiness to house cases requiring long-term discretion. Hale didn't sleep that night. In their 9th session, Elias spoke through the slot. "They're not afraid of the labor. They're afraid of the land." His people held oral histories, claims to land and resources predating all legal records. If proven, entire industries could collapse. "That's why I'm here," Elias said. "Not because I'm dangerous, because I remember." Hale stood in silence. "I believe you," he said. "I know," Elias replied. "If you've made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, this is the kind of story you'll never hear in a classroom. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next." 3 days later, Hale was called in. Ward 9 was now restricted. His contract was under review. He understood. He never saw Elias again. Hale resigned, moved to Vermont, and lived a quiet life. But he kept one journal locked away until his death in 1929. It sat unread for decades. In 1990, a researcher found it. One line stopped her cold. "He is not the patient here, we are." She spent years verifying it, finding donor letters, payroll anomalies, and 7 similar cases across multiple states. She found no trace of Elias after 1891. Ward 9 was demolished in 1894. No records survived. Her published findings were quietly forgotten. But she wrote this: "The most effective erasure is not destruction. It is silence so complete the absence goes unnoticed." Hale's final entry, December 3, 1928. "I have thought about Ward 9 almost every day. I have never convinced myself leaving was right or wrong. Some things are documented, some are erased, and some are handed to someone who will spend a lifetime not knowing what to do with them. Tell me in the comments, do you think Elias was still in that ward when it was demolished in 1894? If this kind of buried history is what you're here for, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.